Okay, let me show you where we're going to be going to. We are in Calais, Vermont, north of East Montpelier. You can kind of see it on the map here. I believe you could see this. But the plan today, we're going to be going north from East Calais. We're going to go north through Woodbury and then Hardwick. We're going to turn left. So this is, what is this road? 14, and then left on, looks like 15 here. We're going to go west to somewhere. Where are we going? Where are we going? Stowe, I believe, which I think is here. Yeah, we're eventually going to go to Stowe. So we're going to try to do a circle. We're starting in Calais. There's an ant on my finger. Anyways, we're going to start in Calais, Woodbury. We're going to go to Hardwick, turn left through Walcott, Morristown, Stowe, down to Waterbury, through Montpelier, and then up and back. So this loop here. Maybe we'll stop by Lake Elmore. Not sure yet. I don't know really how long this is going to take. We're going to figure that out. We're just going to kind of ride it and see how it goes. But it should be a few hours. I will probably shut off the video and turn it back on throughout the ride and stuff. So, cool. All right. Well, let's get to riding. Here's the motorcycle, of course. This is a 2021. Or no, it's a 20... I forget if it's a 2020 or 2021. I think it's a 2021 Royal Enfield Interceptor 650. So that's what we'll be riding today. I'm staying at a friend's house. Here's the van. Here's the motorcycle, of course, in all of its glory. I do have oil in it. That's great. I'm just looking at the sight glass on the bottom there. Very important. But cool. We're going to go for a ride on this summer day here in Vermont. Beautiful, beautiful summer day. We have pretty much a full tank of gas. Excellent. Yeah, we'll just go a little bit slow and let it warm up as we go. Here we are. We're going for a good ride. Come with me along for this ride. Enjoy. Hope you enjoy. I think I'm on someone's property. I'm so sorry. Very awkward. Yeah, I think I technically drove on someone's property, but that doesn't matter. It's fine. Just in their driveway for a little bit. Well, looks like I was gonna wave to. I saw the owner of the property. He was working in the fields there. He looked at me, but I didn't quite give him attention. And I should have waved to him, but all good, all good. This is a stop sign, technically. Kind of a funny stop sign. Well, we're starting in rural Vermont, of course. Calais, on a dirt road. Stand up for a portion of this. There's a car coming as well. But yeah, no topic today. We're just gonna go for a little ride. Go for a fun little ride. Alright. So how's everyone doing? How the heck are you? Please comment down below. It's really funny. I'm not familiar with these parts, so we might get lost. We shall see. The whole idea is exploration and sort of getting lost-ish. Let's see. I could talk about something. I have a small topic. It's called Kyudo. It is a Japanese archery meditation, a type of meditation that is like Japanese archery. It's around, like, Kyudo actually means like the way of the bow or something like that. I went to one demonstration of Kyudo at Dartmouth College. I believe technically Dartmouth is in New Hampshire. Pardon my ignorance. But yeah, I went to Dartmouth College like 2 days ago. There was a demonstration about Kyudo, the Japanese archery meditation thing. Super fascinating. Had no idea I had no prior knowledge of it, so it was really interesting to check it out and see the demonstration. My new friend of mine was actually part of it, and he's been practicing Kyudo for like a couple weeks now. So that was really fascinating. Yeah, it's a very ancient form of archery, traditional Japanese archery, I suppose. It uses like a long bow. The bow's length, I think, is roughly, let's say, 6 feet, roughly. They do vary, I believe. I was told there is a maker of these bows in the United States, somewhere in Colorado. So very fascinating, very niche thing to manufacture bows, those types of bows for this kind of niche meditation practice. But it's a type of meditation that is practiced your whole life. You never master it, I was told. Slow down a little bit for these corners. I'm on street tires too, so I'm not taking these roads aggressively. Ooh, I don't know where I'm going. I think I have to go left, I'm guessing. If this is the 14, it is the 14. Okay, we're gonna take a left turn. I know where I'm going now. There is a car, but I can beat that car quite easily. Alright, we are on the road. Yes, Kyudo, very fascinating stuff. Apparently, this practice was originated by the samurai. And the samurai were using, this is a martial art, sorry, not a martial art, this is a, I can't speak right now, apparently. I'm kind of focused on the road a little bit. But this was a style of archery that is used by the samurai in ancient times, and they were shooting, off of horseback. And also I learned about there is this like 21 generation bow maker family in Japan who still makes these bows today, and they have been, or there's a particular gentleman. I think he was generation number 20 or the 20th 20th generation, and he was significant in this practice where he focused more on the meditation aspects of this style of archery rather than it being a martial art. And this was important in this practice that's now practiced, I guess, worldwide. I also learned that you can't really practice this without a master. It's kind of like Tai Chi. You can't really, you have to have someone who is experienced and knows the proper technique to actually see what you're doing and then be able to correct you. So it's quite difficult to do it on your own, it sounds like. So you kind of need a master, you need like a teacher. And Kyudo is not super popular and not widespread, at least in the United States. But in major cities, you can probably find like a Kyudo group and inquire to see a demonstration. I was told that the main way to get started is to do, I think it's called a one-shot, or the first initial shot. And you go to the teacher or the master of this Kyudo practitioner, and they have you fire. It's like an introductory thing, and you fire one shot. It's or something like that. And then after that, then you just start showing up and practicing your whole life, and et cetera, et cetera. So, but yeah, it's really, really cool, really interesting. Kind of similar, sort of ish to Tai Chi, but not really. I did Tai Chi growing up. I once lived on a military base in Germany, Bitburg, Germany. I lived there, and for the school curriculum, we had a Tai Chi class. It's kind of like part of gym, but we learned Tai Chi and we practiced Tai Chi, and that was really interesting and really nice for the brain, for my like mentally and I guess spiritually as well, but mostly mentally, especially at that young age. But anywho, Tai Chi was really fun. But having that experience, Kyudo seemed like it was like a little bit closer to Tai Chi. So yeah, I'd be curious if any of you knew about Kyudo before, have seen a demonstration, or actually practiced Kyudo. That would be super interesting to hear if you have. If I move to Vermont or live in Vermont, I may pursue it, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. Back on the road, guys. Back doing a nice ride. As most of you know, I'm on a sabbatical. I was in tech, software engineer for like 10 years. 9 or 10 years. And I decided to take a sabbatical. And I'm doing, I call it like a mini retirement. Kind of like like I'm retired. So I'm doing retirement things. I was watching a movie earlier today. I was watching the Peaky Blinders, The Immortal Man, I think it's called, the movie. I just got done finishing all of the Peaky Blinders, the TV series. And so then I watched the movie. And it was pretty good. It was pretty good. Entertaining. Highly recommend the TV series. It's really good. It's definitely not for children. It's rated R for sure, or whatever. But it was a really good series. But yeah, that's what I've been up to. Hanging out with friends a lot here in Vermont. I have a childhood friend, and we were childhood friends in middle school in Arizona. And then she moved to Vermont at some point. I knew she lived here. I was doing my van life thing, and I visited. And I've probably been here in Vermont now for about 2 weeks or so, maybe a little over 2 weeks now. That sign back there said summer camp area. That's pretty awesome. It sounds kind of very Vermont, because I've never seen that sign before. That's unique. 40 here. I should stop speeding. Let me decrease my speed. Going into a town here. Look at this beautiful lake. No wonder why it's a summer camp area. Look how fucking stunning this is. Pardon my English. Look at this stunning lake and all these little, what Vermonters call, or New Englanders call, camps. In quote. Well, anyways, they're camps as in they're not permanent homes, but they're in the summertime. Look how stunning that is. This is gorgeous. In the summertime, people in Vermont, and probably other New England states, but people in Vermont, they will recreate by going to a kind of their camp on a pond or a lake, like such as this. And they'll just recreate and do lake things and water things and fishing and whatever else you want, whatever recreation activities. So beautiful. It's like it kind of reminds me of parts of Northern Europe, right? It rained a lot yesterday, so I think remnants of this low pressure system are still kind of remaining. I think that makes sense, but you can see all the clouds, the dark clouds. Theoretically, it's not going to rain. It would kind of suck if it rained because I don't have any rain gear and whatnot. But I was told it's not going to rain. And holy moly, that is absolutely beautiful, y'all. So I kind of explained what camp was a little bit. It's like a cabin, and on a lake or a pond or somewhere, maybe in the woods. And then that's like not your permanent home, but you go there to recreate and relax and be in nature and stuff like that. Absolutely love that. It's a little swampy area, very interesting. North Cal, South Woodbury. I'm going to stay on 14. My left turn is 15. Pretty, like, 99.9% sure. So we're going to keep on this road till 15 and then turn left. Yeah, the bike's doing well. I did I was complaining in the first video that my rear brake was spongy and didn't do shit, basically. And I ended up just bleeding the brakes a little bit and taking some air out, it seems. And it seems to be noticeably better, but not super great. But it's the rear brake, so it doesn't have to be very good. In fact, it's better if it's probably weaker. But I think it just had air in it, and that's why it wasn't operating really correctly. I still have the ABS light on. I don't super duper care. It's not a big deal. I don't ride like a ton. If I rode every day or commuted or something like that, I'd definitely get it fixed. But at some point later down the line, I'll get to maybe a shop and then have them diagnose it, because I've looked at them. I looked at online briefly, and I was inspecting the ABS sensors and cables, and they seem to be okay. There's one area where it looks kind of snagged, but the wires were intact, so I don't know how to diagnose any further. I may look into it a little bit more before I get it into a shop, or have a friend look at it. But yeah, other than that, the bike's been pretty much perfect, pretty much great. So it's like the perfect bike for Vermont too, and these kind of back roads. It would suck on the freeway just because of the gearing and the lack of wind protection. It would be fine, and I'd probably get used to it, but it would not be ideal. The Ninja 1000 that I had was amazing for stuff like that. It's an amazing bike for like the Southwest, Arizona, California, longer stretches where it's all straight and whatnot. That is the bike, and I miss that bike. I'm sad I sold it, but it kind of made sense that I had to sell it. Just want to make sure we're still recording here. We are. Fantastic. Well, you can kind of see what this is. Woodbury. You can kind of see that, like what small Vermont towns look like. It's like this. It's like a major road that goes through, and then they have little roads here and there, and then it's just the buildings and the houses are on the major road. There's houses kind of here and there, but that's it. There's no stoplight or anything like that. Well, what else should I talk about? I don't know. Let's see what else is going on. I'm trying to think of other things. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else to really. You know what? I guess I'll talk about. I guess I could talk a little bit about me leaving tech and why I did that, and the mindset I was in when I left and whatnot. I'll keep it brief because I don't know if I want to talk about it fully at the moment. I don't think my brain is in the right space to dive deep. But briefly, at a summary kind of level, I was in a company that focused on the culture focused a lot about speed, and it was a software company, and it wasn't. It was no longer a place where I felt like I was doing fulfilling work. Every day I was like, why am I here? I don't know. There was no growth for me there. I was not interested in moving up in the corporate ladder, because what I find very fulfilling about software engineering is building stuff. Building things, solving complex problems, and things like that. Working with others and working with a team to solve some cool problems, and problems that are beneficial to society and whatnot. But the company I was in, it was a lot of corporate red tape, and just it was just grinding down on the fulfillment part. And also with AI, that made it. Oh, someone's walking here. Very interesting. Anyways, with AI, it took a lot of the fun out of writing code. I mean, it did it all for you. It automated the whole part. And then I became kind of a person that we use AI to go solve a problem and like write the code, and it was, I don't know, it's like I said, it's kind of, I don't know how to explain it really right now while I'm writing, especially. I think what I'll do is I'll do like a talking head video and I'll talk about that, where I'll really get my thoughts down before I actually shoot the video. But yeah, it was just not fulfilling. It didn't make sense for me to stay there, so I decided to leave and start a sabbatical. And yeah, I'll be doing this for some time, hopefully another year or so. We'll see what happens. But you can tell my thoughts are not super organized about that topic. Also, it's been like 3 months-ish. Yeah, 2.5 to 3 months, since I left, and I tried not to think about that for all that time. So this is like kind of the first time where I thought about it a lot, or in more detail, since I left. But yeah, I'll make a dedicated video. But on that note, let's focus on enjoying this wonderful ride, this wonderful road. I've been kind of going with the flow and not paying attention because I was focused on trying to tell this a little bit of a story here. But yeah, let's now focus on writing. Look at this property, really cool. Shed with solar panels and the house, like with gardens, and it's a good homestead. It's really, really nice. Part of me is like, I love the big city, and I love the conveniences of the big city and the social life, and you can do everything in a larger city. There's a lot of job opportunities, and there's walkability, and it's very convenient and everything. And then another part of me really loves rural Vermont, where you get peace and you get community. Community is a really big thing here, I've noticed. And you get peace, and you're in nature, and it's so green and leafy. Of course, I haven't been here in the wintertime, so I don't know what that's like. But what I've been hearing is it's just there's a lot less going on. It's more dead, and you're inside a lot, and you're doing introverted things. Which, again, that sounds great. Where do I sign up? I jest a little bit there, but yeah, it's an interesting thing. Like, if you asked me 2-3 years ago, I'd be like, big city for sure. But I also liked like the rural life and the idea about having some land somewhere away from the city, and then building furniture and being a woodworker. I think a lot of white collar people probably have that dream, or a similar dream like that. It's funny how office workers want to do farming and trades, blue collar stuff sometimes, and then the trades and farmers and stuff, they want to work in an office in air conditioning. It's a funny thing. Alright, we're in another town. I'm not sure where we're at, but I'm sure I'll find out with some sign. My right hand is fully numb, or asleep, or whatever you want to call it. Pins and needles, kind of that kind of feeling. I think numb is probably the wrong word to say. And it's Wednesday today, so there's a school happening, so this is a school zone for sure. A stoplight in Vermont? I'm just joking. There's not a lot of stoplights in Vermont, I'll tell you. And not a lot of traffic. There's a little bit of traffic here, but we're in a decent city here. Where are we? Where are we? Does anyone know? Hardwick. Okay, it says Hardwick Elementary, so we're in Hardwick. Cool. My left turn is here. We're gonna take the Vermont State Route 15 going west. So this is our left turn for sure. What a cute little village, though. Cute little town. Don't see any traffic over there. Wow, there's stoplights way down this road. Interesting. There's some motorcyclists. I'm gonna wave to them. Yeah, I got some waves back, some nods. Yeah, what a cute little town. Looks slightly run down, but actually not too bad. What an interesting house that is. Interesting little intersection here with some businesses, hardware store, etc. It's pretty interesting. A taqueria, cool. Oh, Cabot Creamery store. That's fucking cool. Part of my language there, but Cabot is a Vermont company. You probably know them as they make cheese and dairy products, of course, butter and things. So that's cool. I might, maybe I should have I should have stopped in there maybe, but I'll just keep going. We have a long ride, so I'll just keep going, but maybe I'll regret. I'll probably go there with some friends, actually. And I think I'm going to go to Cabot itself. I'm trying to remember some potential plans that my friends and we have. We're going to go to Stowe and Ben & Jerry's and Cabot and a Granite Museum, all kinds of stuff. But today is riding day. Like I said, it rained yesterday and it's going to rain tomorrow, I think, or in a couple days. I also have plans tomorrow, which is Thursday, and then I will probably have plans Friday, so today is a perfect day to ride. I had my visor cracked. So much dust from these farm vehicles and whatnot. Construction vehicles. It's a neat little farm. Trees. Looks like Christmas trees or whatever. Oh, this is so nice though. Doing this little ride, this gorgeous view. Kind of reminds me of northern Arizona a little bit. fix this grip. I need to get a bigger grip and more cushion so that my hand doesn't get into this problem where it's constantly numb or constantly pins and needles. Because I believe if that happens for a long time, it is a covered bridge, by the way. Cool covered bridge. That is really something, actually. Oh, it's part of a trail. Very interesting. But anyways, if I believe there could be long-term effects if I keep my hand in this condition where the nerve, something about the nerve and nerves in my hand, and like getting carpal tunnel or something like that. Yeah, I gotta be a little bit careful. I need to freaking, maybe different gloves. I don't know. We need to fix it at some point. I need to just install a better grip, I think. Like I said, wider cushion, more cushion. That should help a little bit. It helps with this kind of throttle stop here where I could take my hand off the throttle every now and then. That helps a lot. Such an interesting place, or like just looking at people's homes and everything around here. It's different. It's actually quite different than central Vermont. We're in North Vermont. I believe they call this the Northeast Kingdom. Alright, here's another little town we're rolling in. Let's check it out. Construction, they're making a new bridge. Look at that, that's kind of cool. See it? Pretty cool. What an interesting and neat little town. It's quaint. It's like tucked in this little valley here. There was one church back there, here's another church, and there's a post office, and that was it. And like 30 houses, and there you go. There's a river right here. Gosh, it's very kind of idyllic in certain ways if you value that kind of lifestyle. You definitely have some old derelict buildings that are not kept. There's a lot of that up here. They're just Vermont in general, or rural America in general. But the old buildings, like this old barn right here, there's a lot of charm. Charming to me, especially because I grew up in Phoenix where it was all cookie cutter homes that was built like by one builder, so it was devoid it was devoid of character, really, and charm, in my opinion. They were nice houses, of course. Some of them were nice. Okay, well, I'm gonna cut it off here for a second, and then I'll come back. If it's something interesting comes up, I'll record it. So, before I go though, if maybe this happens to be the end of the video, I don't know. If it is, thanks for watching, thanks for checking out the videos, and stuff. Alright, talk to y'all later. And maybe there's some more content, maybe not, I don't know. Testing. Okay. Alright, we're in, I don't know, Waterbury? Where are we? Morristown? I almost forgot to wave at that guy. Came up fast. Okay, we're in Morristown. I drove through the downtown-y bit, so unfortunately y'all didn't see that. But it was cool. It was like a cute little downtown thing. Morristown, Vermont. We're making some good time actually on this little ride. And the next stop will be Stowe, so I decided to turn the camera back on and y'all could check out the ride from Morristown to Stowe. We're definitely more in the more populated and more touristy area of Vermont, for sure. Less rural. But it's a lot of fun so far. Really cool. If y'all are wondering, gas is $4.29 at the moment. It is July 22nd, 2026, and Stowe is 8 miles from this intersection. Are we gonna get picked up on this intersection? Let's see. Well, there's a car behind me, so that'll help. I didn't see any magnet detectors buried underground, so this intersection is probably detecting me some other way. I don't know though. But let's see if it picks me up here. Looks like it is. Should get the green here in a moment. Here's the green. Oh, they're running that red. Come on. Oh, that's their left turn. Got it. Or their right turn. What a gorgeous place. There's like mountains in the distance, proper mountains in the distance and everything. It's really quite a nice town, I think, just by riding through it a little bit. So what's over here? Farmhouse haircuts. Okay, very interesting. This is called the boat barn. Sorry, the Zach's soup shop or something. Very interesting businesses. Excuse me. Here's the airport. I think this is the Harristown Stowe Airport. Small little airstrip, or small town airport. so beautiful here. I mean, you could see the mountains in the distance. They're blue. Legitimately, they are blue. Wow, they have a above ground pool. That was really nice. Looks like a driving range? Yeah, it's a driving range. There's like one guy driving balls, and that's funny. This is the Ryder Brook Golf Club. Interesting. Looks like a great course, actually. Really beautiful. I should pay attention more on the road, but I'm looking around. There's so much interesting things to see around here off the road. There's a solar farm. Yeah, look at this fucking valley. So nice. So much traffic though. This is much more traffic than I'm used to in central Vermont. But we are approaching Stowe, Vermont, which is I was told is very touristy. This is the first time of me ever visiting Stowe, so quite excited. I don't think we're gonna do too much. I think we're just gonna ride through it. I have other plans this evening, so I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on this ride. But I'm trying to think if I want like a lunch/dinner, because I think it's between lunch and dinner at the moment. Maybe I'll stop somewhere and do that. Okay, we left Morristown officially. Yeah, I don't know if if there's something convenient and nice to have, like a little bite, maybe I'll go stop. There's an ice cream place for sure. Although it is kind of chilly-ish, or it's not too hot out, but still, ice cream's great at any time, whether it's really cold, really hot. I actually like it. I have fond memories as a young child. I used to go to this ice skating rink. This is back in Bitburg, Germany again, and I would get ice creams in the ice skating rink. And it was great. As I always say, there's always room for ice cream. Looks like a cop, so I'm gonna slow down. It's cool though. There's a DMV on it. That's weird. On that truck, police truck. I'm pretty sure that was the police. I don't know. Hopefully, it wasn't a speed camera. I guess they would have to have signs for it to be a camera. I could tell why people like this area of Vermont in terms of its beauty. There's a lot of... It's less rugged, I would say, than central Vermont in terms of you could see vast open spaces and then you could see mountains in the distance. Rather than central Vermont, you're kind of in the mountains all the time. And so it's not like there's valleys, of course, but it's not, I don't know, it's different. A roastery? Fuck yeah. Craft coffee, that is so cool. Love that. Love to see a good roastery. I was thinking about opening up my own roastery at some point. I want to partner with Filipino, as most of you know, I'm half Filipino, but I want to partner with some Filipino coffee farmers. The Philippines has a large variety of coffees, and they have different. I think the Philippines is the only country that has or grows all 3 coffee varieties: Arabica, Robusta, and there's another one, something like that. Maybe that's not true. Maybe I got that off of an incorrect source. But they certainly have unique coffees, very strong coffees, that I would love to work with a Filipino farmer and import that and then roast it here and then have a little shop. And maybe, I don't know, maybe have a roastery here. I think that'd be really cool. Maybe I'll do it, who knows? I'll let you know if it ever happens. If anyone wants to be an investor, please reach out to me. That would be the dream. These people are turning right. I wonder, I guess that's just a supermarket or a grocery store over there. I'm gonna take a guess. Motorcycle sounds like it has a high idle, but maybe not. Oh, it's Shaw's, okay. Why does that have a gold sign for Shaw's? That's kind of interesting. I've seen a few Shaw's in this state, but not a gold sign. That's kind of cool. That's a gold sign there. So maybe it's like a town, what do you call it? Oh, we're in Stowe now, allegedly. We're officially in Stowe. But anyways, maybe it was like a, what do you call it, a city regulation where you have to have, your lettering has to be gold. That sounds bougie as fuck. Sounds very bougie. Maybe that's not the case though, because I'll let you know if I see another sign, and if it's gold, then it's pretty clear that there's a regulation, local regulation. But yeah, welcome to Stowe. This is my first, like I said earlier, this is my first time as well. And we hit a bunch of traffic. It's like any tourist town, right? If anyone's been to Sedona, Arizona, it's very similar. Like you go on a weekend, on a like a spring or fall day, Sedona, it's gonna be busy. So many cars. But I love Sedona. I want to go back. I would love to go visit Sedona again for a longer period of time. Dang, this is some traffic. Should I lane split? Definitely not legal, but I probably could do it and no one would give a fuck. Well, maybe people would care. I don't know. Not sure about Vermont. Not a lot of, like, the motorcycling culture obviously is around the times where you could actually ride a motorcycle, which is not the winter time. I don't know how quickly it gets too cold here to ride, but I would guess, well, they get all 4 seasons here properly, so. But it's not like California where we're riding year-round, and they have, in my opinion, a really, really nice motorcycling culture. But a lot of motorcyclists, they just say, fuck it, I'm gonna go split lanes or filter, and then what's gonna happen? It depends on who's enforced, if it's gonna be enforced. Here's a van life van. That's cool. Ram ProMaster. Cool setup. Not a lot of windows, but very cool. Okay, looks like we're approaching maybe a downtown-y bit of Stowe. Potentially. It's hella busy, so looks like it. Yeah, this is really cool. Look at this giant church with a giant steeple. That's a big door. Oh, that's not one door. Okay, I thought that was one door over there. That's crazy. This is really awkward, isn't it? Let's let this car past here. As a motorcyclist, you gotta be polite. Wow, yeah, this is very touristy and very nice. Walkability looks perfect. Look at this, like, European style setup where you're eating on the sidewalk or on the street. Next, outside. I love it. This is really quite nice. Another van lifer. Really nice setup though. Mercedes-Benz Sprinter with, like, what is that? Ross Monster. Oh, I know that brand or that company. I don't really know them. Oh, there's like a general store here. Yeah, this is fucking cool. But yeah, looks like a neat place to check out, actually, to spend a few days here, in fact. Yeah, I'd love to do that. I'll definitely come back here with some friends and check it out. Go to a pub, get some food, etc. What an intersection this is, though. Very weird. I think I'm going to go straight. I think that's the plan. There's the police. It's funny, in Vermont, I don't see the police, like, at all. Very seldom I see the police, which is nice. Because there's not a lot of crime here. There's, like, very, very little crime in general in Vermont, which is really quite something. Actually, you feel it when you stay here in Vermont for some time. It feels safe. It literally feels safe. Like, people don't lock their doors in their house because it's rural Vermont, and like I said, very low crime. That's such a nice thing that I forgot. Like, I forgot that feeling, actually, because I lived in cities for a long time, and places that were not so great, I guess. I mean, they're great, but that, like, crime existed, like, much more. And so, especially as a van lifer with a motorcycle in the back, I had some mild anxieties that was always in the back of my head, kind of thing. But here in Vermont, that's kind of somewhat gone. Unless you're in, like, bigger towns. Like in Stowe, yeah, I'd probably lock my car. But, or in Burlington or something like that. You'll have to pardon the wind noise, my visor's open. So, that's probably what you're hearing, I'm guessing. But yeah, I think that was pretty much Stowe. That was really cool. Very, very neat little town. I would love to come back and check it out. Check it out more, walk around, spend a few days. Yeah, that's fucking cool. Enjoyed that. Looks like a great place, and maybe it inspires some of you guys to come to Vermont, visit Vermont, and maybe this would be a good destination to have as a hub of visiting Vermont, because it's very close to Burlington as well. I think it's probably an hour away or less to Burlington, and there's lots to do there, of course. Oh yeah, that was really fun. I don't really know where my left turn is going back, doing the circle, so we're gonna wing it for now. We're just gonna go ride and see what happens. We'll stop at some point if we get lost. If we get severely lost. Oh, I should slow down. I'm going way too fast. Still in the city, I guess. The city. The town. I guess it is. I guess it's a proper city. My gut reaction was like saying city, describing it as a city, I should say. So, therefore, it is a city. Sorry, that somehow made me giggle. I don't know why. Well, if you made it this far in the video, that's great. Cool. Really appreciate it. But if you are in the New England area, Vermont especially, or New Hampshire, or anywhere, let me check out this campground. Hang on. Oh yeah, that's a kind of a neat little campground. I kind of like that. Kind of close to the road, but that's nice. Anyways, if you're in this area, the New England area, and you want to, maybe in Canada as well, New Brunswick or Quebec, etc., and you want to go meet up or hang out and go for a ride and show me around or whatever, let me know. Let me know in the comments. I'll read them at some point. I don't have my notifications turned on for those comments, so I don't get notified when y'all comment, but I do check them at some points in the week. But yeah, it'd be cool to go meet some of you guys, especially if you vlog as well, or shoot motorcycle videos, or anyone really that rides. Yeah, we'd love to just hang out and have a little meetup. I may not be in the area, but there is a great possibility I am in the area still if you do put a comment down below. Or we could just at least connect, and then if I'm ever back in the area, we could go hang out and stuff like that. There's also a chance where I just straight up, I'm going to move here to Vermont. And then we'll definitely go for rides. But that has not been decided yet. I don't know how I need to, I don't know, like, that decision's pretty big, so I don't know, like, if I'm going to make that decision soon. Hello, Stowe. I think this is the video. Actually, you know what? Am I still recording? I am. Okay. Let's just keep on going with the video until it dies. How about that? Okay, we're in Waterbury, by the way. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place a little bit. But I'm just gonna continue with the video until it dies. I mean, at this point, it's a long video anyway, so I might as well just go as long as possible. Maybe something cool will happen. Maybe Waterbury is cool. I don't know. I've never been to Waterbury. It's the first time I've been riding. I've ridden this loop at all. So we're exploring it together. How fun is that? The answer is super duper. But I am excited to travel more in the van and then go riding in different places, like, because I'll have the motorcycle with me. And so let's say, like, for example, a good example is I want to go ride finally the Tail Dragon, which I believe is the Arkansas-Tennessee border. I think. I could be wrong. But I would love to do that, and I will do that at some point. So yeah, I will definitely shoot videos of it, and videos of most of my riding. I don't shoot a video for every single ride I do. That would be kind of weird, or I don't know. It's just not how I like to do things. Sometimes I'm in the mood to shoot a video, sometimes I'm not. But I would say like half the time I'm in the mood to shoot a video, and then you'll get a long ass video. And I haven't decided yet if I want to ever make short videos, because the last two videos and then this video, cabins in the woods, must be a good campground thing. Coffee. Sorry, I'm getting quite distracted, and there's a lot of braking up ahead. There's a cool coffee bar and shop over there. Oh man. Oh well, that's cool. At least I'm exploring a bit. What was I talking about? I don't remember. Oh, video length. So last two videos, and this video is hugely long, like over an hour, right? And that's how I like to roll. Mainly because I like to document all of it, and honestly, it makes it really easy for editing. Of course, I just put the clips together, and that's it, because they're different video files. And so I just smack them together, and that's pretty much it. So part of it's because I'm lazy. Although, now with AI, editing video, maybe, I don't know, even with, I'm just trying to brainstorm right now. kind of word vomiting about what kind of videos I want to make, really. But I want to make long videos. I think they're just fun and different and cool. Not necessarily cool, but they're just, I don't know, I like them better. It's a cool little town. I think this is Waterbury. Yeah, we're in Waterbury, but that's cool. There's like a farmer's market over there or something. I think I like long videos because I get to... Because I want to... Honestly, it's because I enjoy capturing what motorcycling is about. To me, motorcycling is about, like, almost a meditative aspect. Oh my god, it's a lot of traffic. Get my visor open. Anyways, yeah, I want to capture the essence of motorcycling and like all aspects of motorcycling. I want to show you guys what it's like to go for a ride. And I think an edited video, like a heavily edited video where it's just like content, like talking content, like exciting things, would not do it justice at all, because I think the viewer gets a better idea and a better, like, it's a better representation of the vibe of, like, the ride itself, where you're riding, if it's fairly uncut. Wow, look at this thing. This is a van towing a big trailer with a bunch of canoes. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I think that's the main reason, because the whole purpose of these videos is just to document it, and also to document what I'm thinking about that day, and just commenting on the scenery and the trees. Very, very important to talk about the trees. And just kind of show you what it's like to do some riding. Although we're not doing much riding right now, are we? Get it? Because we're in a traffic jam? Like, what the heck is this? What is going on? Maybe I should pull over and then take out my phone and see if we're even going the right direction. I can see we're on 100. I think that's technically right. Also, my engine is heating up my leg. I'll tell you that right now. Luckily, it's a pretty cool day. Clearly, this is like a one-lane only, like a one-lane at a time road where there's like a flag person in there, you know, managing the traffic through some sort of construction or something. I'm gonna go into neutral so I don't have to hold the clutch forever. Here are my gloves, Alpine Stars, great company. I also have Alpine Stars boots. My jacket is actually Revit. I don't know if you can see that. Revit jacket, it's the one with a lot of mesh. Oh, it's a Miata, 2nd gen Miata. I like that, really nice. I used to have a car just like that, but it was white. It was a 1991 Mazda Miata in white. The top had a rip in it. It leaked oil a little bit. Or it leaked something. Yeah, oil. Probably don't want to go down that road, although it'd be kind of fun. I don't know. It's a dirt road. What was I talking? I was talking about something. I don't remember. Made some headway though on the progress of this traffic jam. This is the classic Vermont traffic jam, right? That was a joke because Vermont doesn't have a lot of traffic, generally speaking. But yeah, what was I talking about? I talked about video stuff, and it pretty much solidified in my brain that I will continue to make these videos very long. Because like I said, I want to capture the ride itself. and then like fully capture it. That's pretty much it. That's what I like. And it'll be cool because like 10 years from now or whatever, I'm gonna split lanes here a little bit. It'll be cool because like 10 years from now or whatever, I'll look back and I can watch these videos and be like, oh yeah, I did all that, and I went to this place, and you know, all that stuff, and I was thinking about this, and that's kind of fun for sure. But I'd be curious what you guys want to see, or what kind of style video you guys like, or if you even like this style. I'd be curious. Or like, what do you want to see? What kind of content do you want to see? Rides? Maintenance stuff? I don't have a lot of maintenance on this motorcycle because I don't ride it that often, so maintenance is not really a thing that happens too often. Oh, it's a glass blowing studio. Fuck yeah. Sorry, I'm really excited about this. This is so cool. That's a huge studio. Wow, it's a huge building for just glass blowing. That's a thing here in Vermont for sure, I've noticed, where there's like several different glass blowing studios, small and large. That's freaking cool. Enjoyed that. This traffic's flowing though, thank God. Really appreciate that. Let's see what the sign says. Cabot Creamery Annex Store is to the right, and then we have Danforth Pewter, and then we have Lake Champlain Chocolates. Oh yeah, Lake Champlain is pretty close. There's a farmer's market on the left. That's kind of cool. I don't really need to go there though. Sandwiches. That's cool. One thing I like about Vermont is there's not a lot of chains. I mean, there's Cabot, of course. That's not really a chain, I guess, but like there's McDonald's here and there, but not a lot. And there's like very few Walmarts, and it's a lot more local in Vermont in terms of all the businesses I've noticed. Smuggler's Notch Distillery. I do need to ride Smuggler's Notch. Someone commented on my last video about Smuggler's Notch. I need to do that. I think it's around here, so I might do that in the next video. What was that traffic about? That was weird. Oh, there's the Cabot Creamery Annex Store. I'll go there with my friends. But anywho, somehow I forgot my train of thought here. Oh, what was it? Oh yeah, I had something in my brain, and it was like, oh yeah. The lack of chains in general here. Generally speaking, in Vermont. So, yeah, all the businesses are like mom and pop, local chains, it seems. Grocery stores are, you know, there's a bunch of, it's like regional chains, I would say, which is a lot better than Walmart, I would say. There's very few Dollar Generals, sorry. There are some, but there's only a few. But yeah, a lot of it's like local businesses, and I freaking love that. Now, driving into New Hampshire, it quickly changes. New Hampshire is very much like any other place in the United States. It's I could take a picture in like, what's it called, Lebanon, New Hampshire, and I could take a picture there and then call that. I could tell people like, oh, this is anywhere in the United States. Like I could just tell you it's like any town, and you'd believe me, because it's just cookie cutter strip malls with the same national chains. And there's a place for that. Like some of those are great businesses, of course. Like they're national chains for a reason. And it's nice to have that kind of convenience of those stores like Target and sometimes Walmart or whatever. Sometimes, but generally speaking, I much prefer Vermont, where it's a lot more like regional chains, local chains, or mom and pop shops / small businesses, or businesses that are strictly Vermont businesses, or regional, like I said, regional businesses, like maybe it's New Hampshire business or Maine or something. There's a little puppy with a little family. So I think that's really unique about Vermont. I haven't been to Maine yet, so I will let y'all know what Maine is like when I get there eventually. But that's probably a pretty large reason why Vermont feels like Europe. I've talked to a few different people that have moved here from different places, and they were like, this is like more Europe-esque. It's not like Europe, but it's less like America, like the rest of America, let's say that. It's definitely, I don't know, it's hard to describe. A little bit hard to describe. But dear God, this traffic is nuts. I can see it all the way down there. I don't think you can pick it up with the camera, but like, I can see about a half mile ahead of me, and it's kind of bumper to bumper at the moment. So I don't know if I'm going to stick around here. I might pull off and see if there's an alternative route. I mean, we're moving though. So I don't know. Kind of better for the video too. You can see more. You can see things kind of more clearly and for more time. Okay, what does this sign say? It says travel information, Ben & Jerry's. Okay, cool. I think that means we're on the right track, actually. I should probably pull off here and look at my phone and look at the map maybe, because I think the left turn is important. Actually, I kind of know. I think I'm supposed to go straight. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll turn left and then go check my phone over there, check the route, make sure I'm on the right track. I'm like 95% sure I'm on the right track, so nah, I'll just continue. Like I said, the traffic is moving. There's a lot of it right now, and it's a Wednesday. I think it might be 5 o'clock or so maybe that's why. Maybe it's rush hour. Could split on the shoulder, I guess. Let me see. Nah, I mean, not. I wouldn't prefer it. I wouldn't prefer to do that. I could, I guess, but it's not really necessary since we're moving as well. Yeah, look at that gosh darn traffic. Let's read these signs. It says Crossroads Bay and Deli, the Reservoir, and Waterbury Sports. Here's the Ben & Jerry's sign. Ben & Jerry's factory tour, ice cream, and gifts. That's awesome. I can smell ice cream. It's hilarious and great. Again, I'll come back here to visit with friends. But that is fucking cool. That is so cool. It's funny because I rode by and it smelled like ice cream. That was great. I am 100% doing that. That's really cool. Again, come back with friends of mine. We're gonna do that shit. Ice cream is my favorite food. It is number 1. Sushi is number 2, and then after that it's probably onigiri, or like spam musubi or something, or fried rice or something. But yeah, ice cream is number 1. So Ben & Jerry's here, right? And then in Oregon, I really want to go to Tillamook. I think that's how you pronounce it. But I want to go to Tillamook, like real bad as well. That's probably my. Honestly, I like Tillamook more than Ben & Jerry's, but Ben & Jerry's is pretty damn good too. Wow, look at these apartments. That's kind of nice. Oh, it's a hotel. I mean, that looks like a nice hotel, though. Gosh darn the traffic. Okay, this sign reads Lee Zachary's, Stowe Street Shops, Restaurants, and Blush Hill Community College. They were saying that this left turn up here. Wow, someone lives there. That's really kind of funny. Anyways, this left turn, there is some Stowe shops. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think I need to go over there. Oh, it's just like a strip mall, I think. There's a Shaw's, which is a grocery store, and True Value. So that's cool. Let's see what else is over here. There's a gas station. Okay, that's pretty much it. That's cool. Another gas station. Okay, cool. Was that the traffic? Is that where the traffic originates? I don't know. Like, just this area? There's just so many people? How's it going?
Really?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
You too often.
Yeah, not too often. It's a new motorcycle though. It's like a 2021.
Hey.
Yeah.
Awesome.
How's your day going?
Yeah.
Pretty good?
European.
Yeah, they're British Indian.
Right.
Yep. All right, take care, man. That's so interesting. Random dude on a bicycle pulls up to me and we have a little... That's never happened before. Did I record that shit? I did. Nice. Yeah, as you saw, random dude. And I couldn't hear him a lot because I have earplugs in. Oh, we're going on the freeway here? Shit. South. I don't know. I guess south is fine. Probably want to go south. Anyways, I couldn't super duper hear him, but he said something I didn't not understand him. I'm gonna pull over here actually because I don't want to get on the freeway. Oh, I see. Montpelier, Middlesex. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna pull up probably over here somewhere. I'm gonna just make sure I'm going the right direction. But yeah, the first thing he said, not sure what he said, and then he pointed at the brand of the motorcycle, the Royal Enfield. And he's like, "Oh, you don't see that very often." Because it is uncommon, I suppose. It's not the most common brand. Hang on, let me figure out if I want to stop. Oh, here's some signs. Waterbury, blah, 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 blah. I don't know. I'm going to turn right here. We're going to turn right, and we're going to... We're in Waterbury, okay. Yeah, we're going to turn right in this parking lot. We're going to figure out where I need to go, because I need to double check that. But just to... talk a little bit about that situation that just happened. The guy on the bicycle. Excuse me. Really freaking funny. Here, let's park here for a second. But anyways, that's really freaking funny. I'll talk about that in a moment. But let me quickly look at the map here. Let's check the map here. I need 2 hams. So, we're in Waterbury. We need to take... We're trying to go over here. Okay, we need to take the 89, I think. Yeah, we need to take 89 south to Montpelier. And then we'll need to take, I think, 14 all the way up or something. We'll figure it out in Montpelier. Okay, cool. Let's get back on the road, go 89 south, which I think that means I need to go that way. This is a one way, but I don't really care. I'm gonna just go over here. Just kind of illegally do this. Not illegally, but go around a little bit. Okay, I need to go 89 south. So let's enter the traffic circle. Okay, thanks for stopping. 100. We need to go 89 south. We're gonna go on the interstate, y'all. It's not gonna be super fun, but it's gonna be a thing that we're gonna do. 89, we need to go towards Montpelier, so left. South. Okay, yeah, we're on the right track here. Let me just make sure we're on the right track here. Okay, here we go. Here's the left turn. Okay, cool. Okay, I'm still recording. Okay, cool. So, yeah, gentleman on bicycle comes up. I saw him cutting over. He was on the left side of the road. Alright, hang on. Yield here and then make this turn onto the freeway. I haven't been on the freeway on this bike, I don't think any, like, since I bought it, so hang on. Let me speed up here and try to merge without getting killed. Okay, we're at freeway speed, so I'm going to yell a little bit, or I'm going to raise my voice. I'm also going to focus on riding because there's some dangerous sections here, like that bridge. And I need to go to Montpelier. Okay, anyways, so that guy, I didn't hear what he said in the beginning, and then he said, "Oh, Royal Enfield," and I said, "Yeah." And then I guess you saw it on video what happened, but that was really funny. Super weird and funny. That made me giggle, I'll say that. But he friendly guy, but it's so weird because we came to a stop and then he just pulls up and we you know, you just saw it. You saw the whole thing, the whole interaction, but that was freaking funny. Pretty interesting. Well, we're going 80 miles an hour. Like I said, this is the freeway. This motorcycle's not great on the freeway. It could probably do it for a decent amount of time, but like, we're at 5,000 RPM in top gear. Yeah, we're in top gear. It's like, we're at 5 grand. I do have some power to pass, but very, very little. Very little. We're probably going like 75 miles per hour or so. And honestly, I'm going to put my little cruise control on, my little throttle lock. And then I'll adjust it as necessary. But yeah, now we're on the freeway. We're on 89 South, the I-89. Going to Montpelier, and then we're going to go north back to our starting point for today. But yeah, I'm still chuckling over that guy. But that sort of shows you, like, Vermonters being, I guess, open to chatting, or being friendly and open to chatting. But yeah, I couldn't super duper hear him, so I'm not sure. I think I heard him like decently well, but I don't know. Not confirmed. Yeah, that was really funny. I've never had that happen. Where like a bicycle, like I'm at a red light, bicycle comes up and we have a chat like he's on a motorcycle. Because I rode in the left part of the lane like I would if I was on a group ride. And then a motorcycle would like pull up on the right, just like he did. Maybe he rides. It sounds like he does, because he knew of this brand and stuff. But it was just really funny. I've never had that happen. This is really funny. Shit like that. That's some good stories there. I mean, it was really nothing, but it was funny. Yeah, this is like the third time I've been on the freeway with this motorcycle. I've had this motorcycle for like 6 years or 5 years. This is probably the third time because it's just not great on the freeway. And also in Virginia, the I-95 is like a death wish if you ride a motorcycle, in my opinion. But this is not too bad because there's not a lot of traffic. But this motorcycle is just not built for this. Oh my god. I'm gonna get in. I'm gonna pass this truck and whatnot. But yeah, this motorcycle is just not built for this kind of riding. But it's not too bad, honestly. But I haven't done freeway riding in a long time. I kind of forgot what it was like riding behind a freeway, not a freeway, a semi-truck like this. There's a lot of turbulent air, as everyone knows. As a motorcyclist, though, you feel it quite a lot, the turbulent air and the air hitting the front of the semi-truck, and then you get pushed a decent amount. I'm going to get behind this car. Excellent. This interstate's really smooth and really in good condition, so thank God for that. Well, I'll be in Vermont for sure for another 2 weeks or so. After that, I'm going to explore probably some parts of Vermont again, or in addition, and then New Hampshire, and then Maine. And then I'll be in New Hampshire and Maine, primarily in Maine, for maybe a couple weeks to a month, and then I'll go into Canada, New Brunswick, and then Nova Scotia. I don't know yet if I'm going to go to Newfoundland, because you need a ferry, and with a big van it's going to cost quite a bit of money. But I might do it just because I don't have the opportunity to go to Newfoundland ever, pretty much. So I might as well do it, actually. It'd probably be worth it. Let's get behind this car. But yeah, that's the plan. Go into Canada, explore Canada, and then at some point come back down. I'm going to come back into Vermont in, I believe, mid-September, and I'm going to stay in Vermont until like October. And then after that, go back south. Check out the south. Now, I'm not doing any van life videos at the moment. I may do some in the future. I have like one or two videos about van life right now. It's just like a van tour. And I'm so rusty, it wasn't my best work, and I'm not super proud of it. So I may redo it, but I don't know yet if I'm going to do more, like, if I'm actually going to do van life videos. I have so many ideas about videos I want to show you guys in the van. But now that I have the camera set up for vlogging, it'll be easy to adapt it to van life. So I might just do that. Okay, Montpelier is this right turn, so I might as well do that. Let's get off here. on this exit. Uneven lanes. That's my least favorite sign as a motorcyclist, or one of the signs that I don't like, of course. Yeah, little freeway jaunt there. That was a good experience actually. And I gotta go 30. There's a flock camera. It looks like that's fun. I think these are flock. Oh no, maybe they're just lights. I think they're just lights. I thought they were flock cameras. But dang, that's a lot. There's a lot of temporary lights here. Interesting. There's a rider. He gave me the peace sign. That was cool. Let's get in this right lane. Whoa! What the fuck? Sorry, they were braking and it was kind of awkward for me to get behind them. Didn't know how much braking they were doing. Alright, I have no idea where I am. It says 212. 2 as in T-O. Anyways, it's a Route 12. So I think maybe I'm on the right track. I don't know. I'm a little bit lost at the moment. Theoretically, we're in Montpelier. Close to it. This says the National Life Group. That sounds like a healthcare type of thing. This truck's in my lane. That's great. Wonderful. Get in your lane, buddy. Your tires are just over the line. It's not ideal. Okay, this sign says so far. Okay. 2 and 1. And I need to go north on 12 is probably okay. Mount Pillar. Okay, I think I'm okay going straight. Try not to get killed here. Hang on. Let me get through this intersection. Oh, I know where we're at. Okay, sort of I know where we're at. There is the state capitol, the Vermont state capitol. It's a gilded dome. You could barely see it through these trees, but I'm sure you can. Yeah, there it is there. In fact, let's turn left and go check it out for fun. Just for fucking fun. And then that'll give me an opportunity to make sure I'm on the right track and like which turn I need to make and whatnot. So let's go over there actually to the state capitol for fun. Go over this bridge. Green arrow. Here we go. Let's go check this out. Here's a little bridge going into like Montpelier itself, or like the downtowny bits of Montpelier. I'm still recording. Cool. I'm checking if I'm recording because I've been recording for a long time and my battery is just going to run out at some point. Alright, well, we're going to turn left on State Street. That seems like the way to do it to get to the Capitol. This is a stop sign, so I'm just going to go at some point after this pedestrian. Whoa, what the fuck? What the fuck? You didn't even stop. I don't think that person stopped at all. Anyways, alright, let's go stop here for fun and look at the Capitol building a little bit. Yeah, let's just stop right here. Let's just stop right here for fun. Okay, there is the Vermont State Capitol. It's really stunning, actually, really beautiful. I believe you could go inside, but I don't really know. That is pretty dang cool. We're going to take this opportunity and go look at the map and see how we're going to get back. Okay, I need to take... Excuse me. I need to take the 2 to East Montpelier and then take, I think this is 14, okay. 14 to this Pekin Brook Road. Okay, 2 to East Montpelier, which means I need to go over there and then go north on the 14. Alright, let's do that. Pretty cool. I'll do a little U-turn here. Why not? I need to be in gear, don't I? I'll try to do a U-turn here. Maybe not. Let's just just do a U-turn here. Alright, here we go. Look, there's a cow there. Like a dairy cow. That's fun. Alright, let's just go down this road for a little bit. We'll kind of go through Montpelier a little bit. I'll show you Montpelier a little bit. Oh, there's a cool little movie theater. It's fun. Which way do I want to go? Probably straight, and then I'll try to get to 2 going towards East Montpelier. Cool, so here's like a little bit of downtown Montpelier, the capital of Vermont. I need to go take a right, I think. Yeah, I need to go right. I'm just gonna kind of ride over here. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm kind of being rude, aren't I? That was slightly rude of me, but not too bad, I guess. That's my bad. I should be a better person. I mean, I merged politely. Alright, that was a little bit of Montpelier. Now we're going to go to this road called 2. State Route 2. I think it's left turn. Pretty sure I need to take a left to go east. Looks like a van lifer, potentially. Yeah, we're on a good track here. That's State Route 2. We'll go to 2 to East Montpelier. Really nice river, like paralleling the river here. Really cool. And we'll go north on 14, I think it was. Either 12 or 14. Pretty sure it's 14. We'll pretty much make it back to the van. I don't know if we're going to record for that long, but we'll see. This bridge is moving. That was weird. Not weird, but it was a little bit startling. Oh shoot, I need to get gas. I might as well go to that mobile over there and get gas. Yeah, I do need to get gas for sure, so... How about this? I'm just trying to think, like, do I want to keep recording till it dies. I might as well just keep recording till it dies. I think I'll do that. But I will get gas here, so you guys will potentially see that, assuming my battery doesn't run out. We'll get gas and we'll continue on our merry way. What a great ride today, though. Fantastic. Absolutely lovely. So thankful. Recommend everyone go out for a ride. Go out and do some riding. Green arrow. Still a green arrow. Let's go. Okay, here we go. We're gonna get on this curb and get some gas. Hopefully I don't show you my card details. That'd be really awkward. Put it on the setter stand, because then we could put more fuel in it. I shouldn't really put this on there. This is it, okay. There's no car details, so you can't see any of that. So put regular in there. What's nice about motorcycles is this is going to be very affordable. I'll show you the total. $6.61. What is that on my hand? Dog in that car, in that truck to my right. It's cute. They're turning left, so I'm going to turn right. Over here. Holy cow. So much traffic on this road. Goodness. I think I see someone... Oh, I thought I saw like a trike splitting or lane splitting, filtering on the right side, but I'm just gonna suffer through this traffic. I guess not really suffer. Suffer's kind of too dramatic. I'm going to endure. I wonder if I did some splitting, would anyone hate me? Or if it would be too bad. It's tempting. It's slightly dangerous, but not too dangerous. I am tempted. We are moving though, so I guess if we're fully at a standstill for like longer than 5 minutes, I'm definitely going to split or filter. I do see something on the road on the right side, way up ahead. Maybe it's just like a little construction or something. think looks like it's a one lane situation where they're alternating, each lane. Fun, I'm gonna get in the left side of the lane and see what's. Yeah, nothing really to see there. But yeah, this is a hot engine right now. What a cool little river, though. Little river view. Yeah, we're moving, so that's good. So yeah, I hope you're having a good day, good evening, or whatever it is. Good morning. Should have looked at the time when I looked at my phone last. I don't know what time it is. I'm guessing all this traffic's like rush hour, though. People getting off work. I think this traffic, yeah. There's no construction or anything, it's just, oh, there is a road closure. Okay, that's probably part of it. I can see a road closure way ahead. This might be part of this, the reasoning for this traffic. Sorry, I'm not really talking a lot. I don't have a topic or anything. I don't know. There's nothing on my mind at the moment, except just getting through this intersection. We are still recording, which is I'm slightly shocked by. This could be a really long video. Hopefully we can get through this. Let's see. We are going to get through this. Excellent. Back on the road. What I meant to say is, I don't know. back accelerating, accelerating and actually going above like 5 miles per hour. That's a big sign for a Chinese restaurant, House of Tang. Graham Central. That looks like British because it looks like the London Tube, like a station. That's kind of fun. I'll have to look that up. That's kind of neat. It looks like a coffee shop, I'm guessing. This is kind of a neat business. It's called Montpelier Stove Works. They make, looks like wood-burning stoves and things. And you look out for signs that say North Vermont State Route 14. Excuse me. The clouds certainly rolled in, that's for sure. It's looking like it might rain a little bit. I don't think there was forecast for rain, but you never know. Hopefully it doesn't, but it's certainly dark clouds. Here we go. Here's a sign for a roundabout, and I see 2 going east. I need to continue on 2. Eventually it'll connect me with 14. I believe this is East Montpelier, or we're approaching East Montpelier. Yeah, that was a really good ride though. Really enjoyed it. Fantastic. Hope you enjoyed it as well. Vermont is always stunning, at least in the summertime. I haven't been here in any other season, but the summertime, absolutely wonderful. Finally, no traffic, lots of open road here. Avoid these potholes. Look at this river, so beautiful over here, this river. There's a van lifer. Very